We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we got a very small NHL slate, which I found a way to get four plays on. I really like one of those games. We get NBA, obviously some college basketball as well. But before we get into today's game, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right and one went wrong in the world of sports betting. College basketball, 1-4 yesterday. Tim will go over that. Rough day there. Split out with the NBA. I had the Timberwolves +5, which was a nice winner. They went outright, which is cool. Brooklyn Phoenix goes over in the last 15 seconds, so that was not fun. So 1-1 there, down 0.06 units. Hockey, frustrating. Looking back at the end of the night, if the overtime games, went my way instead of against me, I would have actually broke even. Instead, I went 7-11, down 4.06 units. The Bruins took care of business. The Ducks, money line, never in doubt. They totally weren't down 3-0 in the first period. Ducks team total over was a winner. Full game over was a winner. Winnipeg, I think, they had a hockey game. Maple Leafs team total under. They got it the empty net to make it 4-1 at the end of the game. That one hurt. Flyers, I think they forgot they were playing last night. They lose 4-1 to the Blackhawks. The full game over does not come through either. Montreal forgot they had a hockey game. That got absolutely blown out. +212 was a loser. Team total over was a loser. Minnesota Wild, they couldn't score on a 5-minute penalty late in the game to give me a third freaking goal. Full game went over, but they couldn't give me 3 goals. The Islanders lost to an AHL team. That was frustrating. The Predators never showed up. They got blown out against St. Louis. The Tampa Bay Lightning lost. They came all the way back from down 3-1 just to lose 5-3. The Devils came back from down 3-2, scoring a goal with the goalie pulled late in the game just to lose in overtime. I love overtimes. They suck. I really want to go back and look at my overtime record this year because I think it may be 30%. Like I think I truly feel like I hit 30% of the games to go to overtime that I bet. Dallas Stars was a winner. Everybody was on the Stars yesterday, including me. They lose. Everyone fades them yesterday. 2 days ago, everyone was on and they lose. Everyone fades them yesterday with the Kings, and they go out and kick some ass. That was cool to see. And the Detroit Red Wings. Thanks to Detroit Lenny on that one. Really, it was when they confirmed Aiden Hill. I played the Red Wings last night. +147.
It was when Lenny announced that he was going to the game. That's when we bet him. Come on, Nick.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well, I wrote down 2 leans for that game yesterday. And, of course, that was the one game I didn't double up on. One of the only ones because I doubled up on all the ones that went horribly wrong. But I was looking at the Wings and the Knights team total under 3.5, which both would have hit. So, oh well. Overall, yesterday, 9-16, down 5.48 units. Just I need a couple things to go my way, and my night wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah, we need to get something going. Last night we were down 6.5 units on the site. This year we're down 19. So it's been a really, really rough start to the year. And we even had some positive. We had a positive 10-unit day in there somewhere, and we're still down a bunch. It's just been a very rough ride so far this year, and yesterday wasn't anything different. We started off in the Paris game where I had the over 236. It landed at 234. We got the over in the Canes game. We went to the game last night, so that was kind of fun. I got to see Kaprizov's 100th goal. Yes. Montreal sucks. Winnipeg sucks. The over in Philadelphia was garbage. Ducks and the over in Ducks cashed at least. Your Boston Bruins cashed. Ooey Pooey under would have hit if they decided not to play extra basketball, which is another one of those. Of course, we missed it. The under in Queens was not even close. It landed at 185. The over in the Monmouth game wasn't even close. I was leaning Monmouth +21.5, which would have cashed. Nashville is trash. Tampa Bay is trash. The Robert Morris game ended up going over, even though they actually had a better second half. But, yeah, that one went over the total. Philadelphia was kind of never in doubt. They had a nice lead the entire time. My best bet was the under in the Phoenix game, and it was sitting at 220. All we needed was Brooklyn to miss a shot, Phoenix get a rebound, dribble it out. Nope, Irving hits a three-pointer, end of the game. Devils lost in overtime, and then the under in the Stanford game was our only college basketball casher. It was a very rough day yesterday. Lighter card today, so hopefully you can get back in the green.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat, and then we'll jump into the slate. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show appreciation, subscribe, and share. Lots of NBA, Tim. Let's find some value. Let's do it. Warriors plus 6.5 and 7 cashed for me last night, along with Philly -2. There you go. Nice work. I was on Philly. I didn't bet that Golden State game. Timberwolves plus 6, good. Was good as well. Bulls minus was good. Only thing loser was the Nets. I was on the. I leaned Suns, but didn't bet it. Laddering the Panthers up to -3.5 saved my night as well from being negative. There you go. Good morning, Claxton. Another casher. There you go. Damn,
I didn't pick Claxton.
Oh well. Any college basketball plays today? Yeah, the under in the Siena game. That's the only thing we have in college basketball today.
So
Welcome back.
So that game will probably have 80 points at halftime.
Yeah. Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, I had something yesterday, and I won't be here tomorrow either. So yeah. But you'll see me back here on Sunday.
So you're gonna just avoid all the huge NHL slates.
Oh no, I am. Oh,
it's a 14-game slate tomorrow.
It's a 7-game NBA slate, but hey, it happens. I have something that I have to get done out of the here. So it's up to you. Let's rock and roll. Let's get it. Jets in a boost. L always like the Sabres whenever they're in a boost. But I have a bad feeling they're gonna end up being in a boost on tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. All right, Nick. Let's start off with some. Let's start off with some basketball.
Yeah, we have the New Orleans Pelicans. They're -1 on the road against the Orlando Magic. Total 228.5 in this game. Let's get my numbers for this up. I have this game at a -2.5 for the Pelicans. And I have this game at a 228.5. So I don't see any value on this one. I have 2 plays today in the NBA, and there's 7 games. So I'm not, obviously you guys know this, I'm very selective in the NBA. This is not a play for me.
I almost pulled the trigger on Orlando. I wish I did it last night when they were sitting around plus 120. Now it's more towards even money, so I'm kind of not interested in it anymore. It's just where the line went. This is a Pelicans team that has fallen off a little bit because they don't have Zion. Hey, when you're missing one of your best players, you're going to start to struggle. It happens. It's just a team that I liked backing earlier in the year, and they're just not the same team that I backed earlier in the year. So I'm going to end up just staying away from this one for right now. Lean towards the Magic.
Sure.
14.
Yes, 14. I'm already starting to handicap it for tomorrow. So if I look distracted during the basketball segment, that's why.
There you go. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah. Let me get up there we go. We have the Atlanta Hawks. They're 3-point home favorites, total of 228 in this game. Let's get up my numbers for this one. I have this game at Atlanta -2.5, and I have this game at a 228.5. So this one, I saw a half-point lean towards the over. I have a half-point lean towards the Knicks. It's a pass.
There you go. I'm actually on the Hawks. Unfortunately, I got it at a 4. I don't really care. This Hawks team is actually playing some good basketball, and it's amazing what they could do when they're healthy. They've won 4 straight, 5 out of their last 6, and they've covered in 4 out of their last 5 losses. The only one that they didn't cover in was when they were 3.5-point dogs, 3.5-point faves against Indiana, and they won by 2. So this is an Atlanta team that's starting to play better. And then this is a Knicks team that After having a nice little run, they've lost 2 straight to Washington and Toronto. So not a team that I'm necessarily wanting to go after right now. I'll take the Atlanta Hawks at home. They've been pretty strong at home this year. So give me some Hawks action minus. I got it at 4. Unfortunately, not as good of a line, but it happens.
Yeah.
I'll distract myself too. BRB. All right, see you guys. Ducks, Sabres, brunch. Yeah, Ducks money line all day. I'm going to wait till Trae Young out, then fade the injury report. Is Trae Young supposed to be out today? I'm looking up the injury report now. Now you got me concerned. Oh, he's questionable. Well, if he's out, then that just means Hawks by double digits. So whatever. Let's keep on rolling through the games, and this one moved a lot since I did my free pick video.
You did it now. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're 7.5 point home favorites, total of 225 against these Golden State Warriors here. I have this game projected at Cleveland -5, so it's actually a slight lean towards the Warriors for me at the 7.5 number. I have this game projected at 227.5, so it's a 2.5 point lean towards the over in this game, and ended up being a no play for me.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd probably stay off of the Warriors tonight. They just played an overtime game in Boston, and then now they're traveling to Cleveland, and I can only imagine that somebody's going to be sitting tonight because it's the second leg of a back-to-back.
Has this line moved to kind of signal that?
It was Cleveland -4 when I did my video last night.
Heard, so it has. Okay.
It has moved. It only tells me A, Golden State had a second leg of a back-to-back, and B, somebody's got to be sitting this game. I couldn't bet Cleveland at -4 because it wasn't available to me on the site or in general. So unfortunately, I couldn't get to this game. I would not touch Cleveland at a 7.5, even though we get a Cleveland team that's 19-4 at home this year and a Golden State team that's 5-18 on the road. Just imagine if this Golden State team was, even 500 at home on the road. They would be a top team in the West, but they're under 500 right now, and I could see them dropping 2 games under after tonight. I would lean. I can't really go after it anymore. I would have definitely taken the Cavs at -4.
Gotcha.
Avs every which way tonight.
Yes, we will get into that.
There you go. Back-to-back for the Warriors after OT. Imagine some starters get rest. Yes, probably. Interesting. Clay will probably sit. I can imagine. I got 2 plays in mind. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. Let's keep on moving to this game, Nick.
Yeah. The Miami Heat are at the Dallas Mavericks. Heat are -1, total 219.5. I have this game at Dallas -1.5, and I have this game at a 218. So it's a 1.5 point lean towards the under. It's a 2.5 point lean towards the Mavericks. It's a no play for me.
I am actually on the Dallas Mavericks. This just looks like a weird line to me. You get Dallas, who has lost 5 out of their last 6 games, and they're 2-8 against the spread in their last 10. They've just been struggling, and then you get them against Miami, who's been playing some good basketball. They've won 4 out of their last 5, and it's a 1-point spread. I don't know. Just seems like a little bit of a weird line to me. Go ahead, give me Dallas in this one. I took them on the money line, yet even money. I think they're able to do enough to get the job done in this one. So give me Dallas 16-7 at home this year. So I'll go ahead and take the Mavericks. They're not good against the spread at home, but when it's a 1-point spread or grabbing the money line does not matter.
Just win the game. Yeah,
just win the game. 16-7 at home. Give me the Mavericks. Gonzaga, what happened to those guys? Not the same team this year. No, they don't have Chet anymore. So no, they're not the same team. Hello. Yari.
It's Yari in that.
Sabres finally got the dub without scoring 4. Correct. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen was really good. Hey, Sorokin was really good last night. I'll give him that. under in the Dallas game. I think Luka is held somewhat in check. I hope he's not, but we'll see. I'm on Bam 12 rebounds. That's fair. He's gonna get those. Let's go to this one, which has my best bet in it.
Yeah, this is a game that I have a play in as well, and I believe it's the same as the best bet, so I'm not going to talk about it. You go, Tim.
Fair enough. Yeah, the best bet's on the side. I do lean towards the over in this game just because it is the San Antonio Spurs, who is dead last in defensive efficiency this year. So definitely look towards an over. My best bet's on the side, so that one's over on the side. Unfortunately, I lost my best bet with 10 seconds to go yesterday, so it happens. But I'll look towards the over in this one. Yeah, Yari's expected to play. That's fair.
Okay.
Let's go to this game, Nick.
Yeah. Wow. Denver Nuggets are 11-point favorites, total of 239.5. I have the Nuggets at a 9, so it's a 2-point lean towards the Pacers in this game, and I have this game at a 237. So it's a 2-point lean towards the under for me. It's a stay off. I'm not gonna be. There's not enough value for me here. Bet it. I would want 12 to 13 with the Pacers to back them here.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't like double digits. That's just not something I'm inclined to do. I do lean towards an over just because Denver is going to put points on them. The only problem with me is since I love the Pacers. I love the Pacers this year. Since Tyrese Halliburton went down, they've lost 5 straight games. Like they're not the same team without. That's shocker. They're not the same team without their all-star. I would lean towards Nuggets minus 11. I would lean towards the over. Obviously, I'm not laying that many points in an NBA game, so this one ends up being a stay off for me. The Nuggets deserve to be that big of favorites. They've won 8 straight games, and I believe it's 15 straight at home. They have not lost a home game since December 6th. So if that shows you anything, there you go. But I'm not interested in going after this game.
Yeah.
Petrie is a game time decision. I got my 2 plays confirmed. Thanks for balling out episode yesterday. Solid 3-0 with the under and Stanford never in doubt. There you go. Jokic to get 25 points. The only that could be. The only thing is, I know if anybody asks about a Nikola Jokic triple-double or anything, for this game, I'm going to say absolutely not. And the only reason why is this game could be a 35-point game at halftime, and then he doesn't get it. So I would be careful with anybody interested in the Jokic triple-double. Points, sure, I guess, but I don't know. MPJ over 3s, there you go. Yo. I'm guessing it was not as good of a day for Joe because one of the Yo's has 1-0. Good morning, Twins. Good morning, Andre. New Mexico minus 3. We have the under in Siena. That is it. Nuggets first half spread. I think if you're going after it, I think that would be probably the best way to approach it. Let's roll this game, Nick.
This one I had kind of circled and I crossed out. Like this was a tough cap for me. I just ended up passing. The Jazz are 7.5-point favorites against the Nets. I originally had this around 5 for the side, so it was a lean towards the Nets in this game. I can't trust them on a back-to-back without Kevin Durant and all that fun jazz. I have this game at a 229.5, so I think this total is about right. It's probably a half point too high, so it's not enough for me to go ahead and bet it. It's past me here.
I'm going to go after the under just because the Nets are on a second leg of a back-to-back, so I think they'll slow down just a little bit. The Jazz they're not a bad in terms of scoring team, in terms of defense, but this is a not something I want to necessarily go after. This Nets team has really struggled since who do you call it? Went down. KD went down, so
Really?
Yeah.
Who would have guessed that?
Their offenses just went down, although they scored a bunch last night. But this is an under spot for me in this game. Laurie tonight, base. There you go. Get your Laurie marketing. I bet Montreal instead of Blackhawks. Shame on me. Yeesh. The Nets play playing the Nets bench tonight? Probably. The Jazz playing the Nets bench? Probably. Good morning, guys. Always good to be here. And I smashed the like button like an adult. There you go. I did the opposite. Sabres had a nice win, though. Yes, they did. Joe, you weren't interested in the 2 bum fights in the NHL yesterday? Yes. All right, 2 games left, Nick, in the NBA.
Yeah. My only play I'm going to be giving out is on the last game. This is not it. The Kings are 3.5 point favorites, total of 241.5 in this game. I have this game at a 4, and I have this game at a 241. So it's a half-point lean towards the under. It's a half-point lean towards the Kings. It's no play for me.
I actually bet the over. I know it's a high total. I know it's a really high total. This is a Utah. Sorry, not Utah. This is a Oklahoma City Thunder team that's gone over in 7 out of their last 9 games, 7th in offensive scoring, 20th in defense, against a Kings team that has gone over in 5 out of their last 6. Number 1 in scoring, number 24 in defensive efficiency. If you think this is going to be a slow-paced, low-scoring game, that's not what it's going to be. If you like high-paced and high-scoring, here you go. This one may end up in the 250s, 260s. I strongly believe this one's going to be a really, really high-scoring game. So if you guys are interested in those, over the 241.5 between the Kings and the Thunder. These are just 2 teams that have just been scoring the ball lately. So I know it's a little bit of a high total. I'll take the over.
Yeah.
Don't look now, but the Blackhawks have won 5 out of their last 6, making a run. You enjoy that.
They need to tank for Bedard.
Yeah, they're killing their Bedard. Over or nothing. Correct. Final game of the night, Nick.
Yes, and this one I have action in, which is going to be terrifying, but let's do this. The Memphis Grizzlies are 7.5 point road favorites, total of 243.5. This total is insane. I'm not looking at the total, though, because I have it at around a 241, so it's a slight lean towards the under. My line for this game is like 3.5, though. This is too many points, and I get it. The Grizzlies have been absolutely on a killer run right now. I'm going to take an ugly dog to end the night. And I wouldn't be surprised if to see the Lakers win this game outright. One of those spots where it's the end of the night. It's the last game on the slate. Memphis has been unstoppable as of late. Everyone's going to bet them. And the underdog's going to win outright. So I like the Lakers plus the points here.
I actually hope the Lakers win tonight. I'm tired of seeing Memphis up there with the Nuggets. I want the Nuggets to have a little bit of breathing room. But no, I end up staying away from this game. I leaned over. As crazy as that sounds, it's just because the Memphis Grizzlies have been putting up some points. Memphis has gone over in 8 straight games. They've just been on fire. The Lakers, although they've gone under in 4 out of their last 5, that's kind of what kept me off of it. But this is still a Lakers team that's 8th in scoring this year and 27th in defensive efficiency. Memphis may drop 130 on them tonight. Now, whether or not the Lakers can keep it up, that's another story. I just stayed off this game. It wasn't one of the 5 plays that I liked.
Sure.
There you go. Nuggets and Grizzlies are in a 2-team DraftKings profit boost. All right, so the Lakers are winning tonight. There you go. All right, Nick, let's head to the ice for you. The Ottawa Senators are taking on the Penguins. Penguins minus 145. 6.5 is your total.
Yeah. And according to ice, it's going to be Tristan Jarry in that. So let me quickly adjust this so I can get the correct numbers for this one. Jarry has been about a league average goaltender this year, 67.81. 67. There we go. I had this game projected 3.49 to 3.18 in favor of the Ottawa Senators in this game. 6.67 goals projected for this one. I like Ottawa here at plus 131 is what I got them at yesterday. I know they just played the Penguins and beat them. My numbers like them again today. I'm going to be right back on them here. The Senators are a team that I think might go on a little bit of a run. Defensively, their numbers have not been bad. Obviously, last game, they gave up 4.6 expected goals. But previous to that, they had held their opponent under 3 expected goals in 7 of their last 9 games. So this is a team that's been putting up really good defensive numbers. Their goaltending's been shaky with Talbot. But this is a spot here where I do like the Ottawa Senators. I think that they are going to potentially go on a little bit of a run here. Sens plus 131 is where I went for this game. I think they're a live underdog in this game.
I hope so. There you go. Markel's not happy about the boost. Ice. Oh, it's outside. There's a person with a ladder right outside my room. Cool. Pens minus 1.5. There you go. Pens in the over. Expected to start, not confirmed. Fair enough. We'll go on to the other hockey game tonight, which is the Colorado Avalanche, who are minus 150 favorites in Vancouver, taking on the Canucks. 6.5 is your total in this one.
Yeah, it feels like it's been pretty simple the last whatever amount of time with this Vancouver Canucks team. And that is bet their opponent team total over, bet the full game over, and move on with your day. 5-2 loss against Tampa Bay. They did beat Carolina 4-3. They lost 4-3 to Florida, 5-4 to Tampa, 5-4 to Pittsburgh, 7-4 to Winnipeg. They beat Colorado 4-2. So this, and then the Islanders beat them 6-2. This is a team that has been losing a lot as of late. They lost 8 of the last 10 games. They've given up at least 4 goals in 7 of their last 8 games. 7 of their last 8 games, they've given up at least 4 goals. Or 6 of their last 8, my bad. They scored 4 in the Colorado game. They didn't give it up. But this is a spot here where this is also a little bit of a revenge angle as well. The Vancouver Canucks just beat the Avalanche 4-2.
Oh, okay.
The last time these two teams played. I like the Avalanche. I got the -1 line at plus 102. I got their team total over 3.5, and I got the full game over 6.5. I expect, and what have we seen from the Colorado Avalanche the last few games? Well, they've won 3 in a row. They're finally turning it back on since that loss against Chicago. 7-0, 6-3, and 4-1 wins. I see something similar to this one. I see a 5-2, 6-2 type of win here for the Colorado Avalanche. I'm looking for them to go on a little bit of a run. I'll probably get to some props with the Avalanche as well. Rantanen's been absolutely awesome. Probably look for maybe Makar if he's playing. This is a team that I'll probably look to get to some props as well. But I really like Colorado here. -1. Team total over, full game over. This is finally starting to look like that Colorado team we were anticipating in the beginning of the season. That now that they're getting healthier, they've looked a lot better. They're still not in a playoff spot. Tim, get this, and I mentioned this on the show yesterday. Get this: the favorite to win the Western Conference in the NHL is the Colorado Avalanche. They're not in a playoff spot right now. I think they still win the Central Division. I think they're very live to win the Central Division because the teams that they're chasing, Winnipeg and Dallas, are very inconsistent at times, and they're 12 points behind Dallas, but Dallas just won last night. So I like Colorado to start winning and going on a little bit of a run. I said this a couple of games ago. This is a Colorado team I expect to start winning and start to winning at a high clip. Now that they're healthier, this is a good hockey team still. It's probably the best time to jump in on their futures as well.
There you go. Futures on some Avalanche.
Yeah, you can grab them plus 300 to win the plus 300 to win their the Western Conference, 7-1 to win the Cup.
There you go, and of course, Ice X is on the Canucks.
Okay.
Colorado in the over. VCU money line, Toledo -5.5, and New Mexico -3.5. You like your Lobos? Let me pull up the document. I don't have that up on my screen at the moment. I'm slacking. VCU. Did I not share this with you guys? Yeah, whatever. I didn't even share it with Nick. Wow.
I
If the New Mexico is at 3.5, then I like Boise State. That's why I like Boise State. Toledo, I kind of lean towards Buffalo, and then VCU. Yeah, VCU is fine. I have them as a half-point favorite. I'm gonna play it safe and do Avalanche and Reg. William, do a puck line. Bruce, that
you can do -1.
There's an L. There's an L. Bruce, there's the door. Okay. This could be a wire-to-wire Avalanche plus 350.
Ooh.
That just means that they never are trailing.
They never trail.
So it could be 0. It could be tied for a while.
Correct.
Okay. I may move. I am moved by an Earle, and I may ride.
Yeah, Avalanche.
I kind of lean Boise State in that New Mexico game. Anyways, that is all the games for today, Nick. So we'll go ahead quickly go through and recap, pay some bills, and then we'll head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Also linked down below. Make sure you guys check out the new channel. I know I'm 0-2 to start the day, so not a good start to the day on eSports channel.
Hate them then.
But if I can win my last video, then I'll actually be profitable. So we'll see how it goes. But make sure you guys check out ESP Esports. Links to that's in the description below. Check out the last video. G2 versus Big starts in about 45 minutes. I think it starts at noon. So if anybody's interested in that, you guys can go ahead and check that out. Ballin' Out with Tim Earle is on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. I'll actually go ahead and throw that in the thing. Just so you go in there, give it a like, and then we go from there. So it's free to leave a like, and it'll definitely help me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the link in the description, and then make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Paste. For me in the NBA today, I went with I can't even find my stuff. Here we go. Hawks. I went with the Mavericks. I went with the under in the Jazz game and the over in the Kings game. Best bet is in that Clippers Spurs game. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, in the NBA, the Lakers plus 7.5. In the NHL, Ottawa plus 131. Colorado -1 plus 102. Team total over 3.5 at -125. Full game over 6.5 -127.
Yeah. Back to the chat for just a second. Morning, fellas. Like the Avs and the Senators over the total.
I don't mind that.
Okay. Wow, everyone's on Sens and Avs. Interesting.
Everybody is. I didn't see anybody on the Sens other than you saying Pens.
John, it's the under in the Siena game. That is it for today. It's the under in the Siena game. That's all.
Yeah, I don't see anybody on the Sens in this chat. One person said Sens over the total.
You're either with one or the other. Exactly. Nets -9.5. You have fun with that. I want nothing to do with that game. It's only the under in the Siena game. One live dog in Aussie tennis today. Take a stab with Evans. Good luck to you. I don't bet tennis. All right, Nick. Go ahead, wrap it up for today.
Yeah, I actually did bet a tennis play because I follow one person on Twitter that's known to be like an auto fade, and he put out a couple tennis plays. I was like, all right, I'm gonna bet the opposite, but I'm hit. But yeah, so yeah.
Yes,
but
Nuggets,
that's gonna
Nuggets over the total. That's fine.
Yeah, Nuggets. That's fine. Yeah. But that's going to just about do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESP, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Good luck.
See you guys.